So under the desk here we've got Radar Studio, and I'll show you around the back. I think that will, yeah, it's a bit dark down there, but basically there are D subs in and out here, and they're coming over to this kind of XLR patch bay here. So I mean, mainly what I'm doing a 2-bus mix down, so I need to be able to switch my preamps in and out of that and use them for tracking. So that's what the XLR patch bay is doing, really, is allowing me to switch from mix mode to tracking mode. So that's working out very well so far. So basically the outputs from Radar come into this DAV Electronics passive mix amp, which is 32 inputs. At the moment I've got 8 channels coming out to Radar. It's going to be 16 soon, and maybe later in the year I'm going to add you know, another, and I can have 8 external channels going in, so I can have 32 16 stereo inputs into the mix amp, which is nice. So the mix amp is coming out of 2 channels into the XLR patch bay, and normally I'd feed it through this Neve preamp for makeup gain. And what's quite nice about this, it's got switchable impedance on it, so and high pass filters. I can use it in line or mic pre mode, so I can, you know, I can give it a bit of drive if I want to. So again, that's routed back into the XLR patch bay, and then it goes through this Elysia expressor, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's not doing a lot, you know, it's just tickling it and giving it a bit of tonal stuff as well, with a high pass filter. Here we've got a warm audio 1176 for tracking, which again is great. I don't know how it stacks up against a real 1176, but I've been getting on fine with it. So again, that's patchable in and out. And also we've got the radial passive DI there, which can, you know, for active instruments generally. You've got an Ibanez bass there, for example, which is active. That's the SR500, and it works well with the acoustic guitars as well. This, so you know, if you've got an active acoustic guitar or a synth, you can. It's an extra transistor. Yeah, so after going through the 2-bus chain, then it'll go through the preamp, the compressor, and then into the sound devices here, which is a digital recorder and converter. So that's going to route for monitoring, right? So I can monitor the mix bus. Digitally, it's going into this KRK Ergo, and that's connected to the vocals. Also, the sound devices has a kind of analog throughput, and that can come back in then and go into Radar. So that's my kind of tracking system as well. In fact, anything can be tracked into Radar from here, so I can have outputs from compressors and so forth. With the other computer, I'm running that off the Focusrite Sapphire, which is great, really love that. Above that, in that rack, we've got a Lexicon MPX 110, which has some, yeah, it's a nice effects unit. It's from the, I guess, from the 90s, and it's got a PCM 60 delay on it, which I really like. So that's about it. In the corner there's a Technics 1210 with a KP2 Chaos pad. I used to DJ a bit. I've got a load of records, so it's nice once in a while to play some tunes, you know.